This is the question we are asking the journalist. And also, your immunity or your freedom that was given to you, it's only up to and during the Olympics. Not 1 minute after the Olympics is over, your freedom is gone. Are you happy about it? Are you happy that you're only getting limited freedom to cover what's happening in China? Lastly, it's an appeal to you. Stand up for your colleagues inside China. Make sure you are very clear with Chinese authorities that after you leave, your colleagues are not abused. Like New York Times reporter was imprisoned a couple of months or a couple of years ago. And also you have an opportunity, a rare opportunity for this year to do all the investigative reporting you want to do. Go on, take advantage. Because the minute Olympics is over, you are losing that opportunity. So we are appealing you to go to every corner of China and investigate human rights abuses that has been closed behind all these laws and threat by the Chinese all these years. You can try to interview people of importance, like mothers of Tiananmen Square, people who lost their children in Tiananmen Square. You can also ask whether you can interview Panchen Lama, who was selected by Dalai Lama. The Panchen Lama was 6 years old when he was taken by the Chinese. Now he is over 18. He's an adult. Will you have the courage, I am asking the international journalist, to ask these questions? Or are you going to toe the line of the Chinese in their silencing of their own people and brutalizing their own journalists and imprisoning people who does even internet messages, like Shi Tao, who was imprisoned in China? Hope you as international journalists value freedom and what your job dictates and stand up and move forward. In this issue of commitment and freedom in China, it's not only the Chinese government that gave international community its word that Olympics will be a catalyst for change. The other group that was in the front line giving commitments is the International Olympic Committee. They mentioned, the president of Olympics Committee, International Olympics Committee, mentioned after the Olympics was given to China that they will consider logistics, security, and human rights as three main issues which they will be closely monitoring China's progress. And if they fail, they will stand up and question and push China. To our surprise, the promise was completely forgotten by the International Olympics Committee. We are urging International Olympics Committee, don't join the league of Chinese leaders who give promise today and forget tomorrow. You have more responsibilities. You are an international organization. You gave Olympics to China. And after it was given, you are the one who linked human rights to the improvement of, in the run-up to Olympics. And we urge you to respect your word and stand up and go after China to improve human rights in China. So we have journalists who can be a silent partner to human rights abuses in China, or journalists who can be champions We don't want you to be human rights advocates. Please ask the questions I asked to the Chinese. And we have International Olympics Committee, which is basically there organizing and monitoring. And we are urging International Olympics Committee to rise up to the word that they gave to make sure that human rights is improved. So we are here today. 1 year from now, we are going to see the spectacle of Olympics. We are going to see the international attention that's going to be there. Tens of thousands of people are going to be going there, including quite a few Americans will be going there. Hundreds, if not thousands of journalists will be descending there. Do you want to go to an Olympics which may not reflect the fundamental human rights values? That's our question. That's why we want China to improve its human rights before the Olympics. We want you, the journalist, International Olympic Committee and others, to stand up and raise the right questions to China. So when you go, you will at least feel comfortable that you are going there, not closing your eyes. You are going there where you could feel that you feel comfortable, that outside the gates of the Olympic Stadium, people are not tortured, people are not abused, people are not imprisoned, people are not harassed, people are not bullied, and people are not executed. So it is for the betterment of everyone that we all push China to open up and improve human rights. Amnesty International is not asking the sky from Chinese. As I mentioned to you, we identify 4 areas. We urge them to improve these 4 areas, which is meaningful, which is achievable. So we hope we can join hands and push China, or China also join hands with us, and to make necessary steps so that by the time the Olympics takes place, there will be some freedom to the people of China. Before I open up for questions, I also want to address the responsibilities of corporate sponsors, Olympic athletes, and visitors who are going there. Olympic athletes, you can make a change. You can make a difference. You can be athletes, but you are also human beings. You can be athletes, but you are also worked on human rights issues on several occasions. We urge you to take this opportunity to your colleagues back home, the other athletes, and their parents, and their family members, to breathe the free air when you are there performing your athletic or competing in your games. We hope you also join this movement to urge China to join everyone to make sure next Olympics is held in an atmosphere of free and fair and without any intimidation. I also have one request to the corporate sponsors. Millions of dollars you are pumping in. You are giving so much money. You are the backbone of what's going to happen in China. Be responsible. Please be responsible in giving money. You may not be aware, but your money itself could be used to silence people inside China. So make sure when you are dealing with Chinese authorities, you also